Hi, men are terrible, and I hope they all die. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. This is JJ Talks, and I felt like I had to make this the title of the video because I feel like everyone's expecting me as the resident feminist to give the answer. Men are objectifying me. But that's not actually how I feel, so if that's what you came for, bye. Anyway, my opinion on this issue is, a little bit straightforward, a little bit might be surprising to some people. But I want to have two parts to this video. So the first part is going to be me talking about my personal reception of compliments and how I perceive compliments, especially about my appearance. And the second part is going to be how I feel about the concept of complimenting people in general. Because obviously, these two things overlap, but I recognize that there are certain personal experiences that affect my relationship with compliments, and I can't imbue that experience or project that experience onto everyone, and I don't want to. So the first part I'm going to be talking about is how I feel about receiving compliments on my appearance. And I want to emphasize that I am specifically talking about compliments that I get from people in my real life. So like my coworkers and my friends and my professors and my family, and not people on the internet, just because it's a little bit of a different, I really try to not take anything anyone says on the internet seriously because, what's that line from Kid Cudi's song? If I cared about the blogs, then I'd probably be a jackass. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about people from my real life. So I don't like getting compliments on my appearance. I don't. I think that it's, it makes me feel bad, even if they're good things. And it's not because there's anything inherently wrong with like wanting to, compliment somebody else. It's just because of my relationship with myself. In high school, I had a really nasty eating disorder, and that has, the after effect of that carries over into how I exist now. And so even really the most benign comments can, I don't want to say trigger me, but they can make me feel uncomfortable. When someone says okay, most of the time I'll to school and shit, I'll wear leggings and a sweatshirt or a top or whatever. Nothing fancy, just casual. But every once in a while I'll dress up because I have an event to go to or I'm filming a video, so I do my hair and makeup, and then everyone's like, oh my god, you look so nice. And I don't like that. It just makes me feel like I don't know, someone's observing my appearance over time, and I don't like the idea that people are looking at me, I guess, is I don't know. And maybe that's on some psychological level, whatever JJ's fucked up issues are. I don't like the idea of people noticing my appearance, or looking at me at all. So I don't really like them, and my weight fluctuates a lot, as you probably, if you look through my videos, you will notice my weight fluctuates quite heavily. So people are apt to comment on, oh, you've lost weight, oh, you've gained weight, and usually that's just my close friends. But I don't like that, obviously. Obviously I don't like being told that I've gained weight, but I don't even like being told that I've lost weight. I don't like to think about that. And so when people comment on my appearance, they put me in a mindset where I'm thinking about my appearance when I want to be focused on other stuff. But I'm very obsessive when it comes to certain things. So if I get into a mindset where all I'm thinking about is how I'm looking, then I will literally get stuck in there, and then everything else around me will fall apart. And I don't want that to happen. So if you're my friend in real life and you are thinking about saying something about my appearance, please don't. That would be really nice if you didn't. So that's that. Compliments in general on people's appearance, I feel kind of the same way as I do about complimenting people on their intelligence. It's useless and unnecessary. And maybe that's just because, and this is going to completely go against everything I just said, and maybe that's just because I'm confident in who I am as a person. I'm trying to think of what to say, because a lot of people, I think, are expecting me to say you should compliment somebody on their intelligence or whatever and not their appearance. But honestly, I think complimenting someone on their intelligence is just as shallow as complimenting them on their appearance, because either way, that's how you were born. I don't know if that makes sense. So, like, I can do stuff to enhance my appearance. I can, do my makeup, I can do my hair, I can go to the gym, I can get breast implants, a nose job, whatever. I can enhance my intelligence. I can get myself educated, basically, and make that effort. But when it comes to my base intelligence and my ability to retain information and learn new things, my IQ, which is a whole nother conversation, and my appearance, how I look right now, like, I didn't get to choose either of those things. And so I don't think it's more substantial to compliment someone on their intelligence than on their appearance. If you were born with it, if you did not get to choose it, then why, compliment someone on it? So, like, I don't know. This is how I look. Hi, guys. I didn't choose my face to have this structure or my eyes to be this color, or my nose to be this giant, but this is how I look. And whether or not, like, some people think I'm hideous and some people think I'm beautiful, and I don't like that feeling that you have toward my face is on you. You perceive my face that way. I don't make you perceive my face that way. My face just exists like this, and that's how it is, and there's nothing anyone can do about it unless I were to go, like, if I can get plastic surgery. Same with my intelligence. I educated myself, which is great, but my ability to learn new things and pick up on certain topics more quickly than other people, I didn't earn that. I didn't work for that. That's just in me. That's just how I am. That's just who I am. And so to me, it doesn't seem substantial to comment on either of those things. Now, if, like, I spend 100 hours of my life, like, training with makeup artists to make my makeup look really nice, then that's something that you can compliment someone on. Like, wow, you worked really hard and your makeup looks really great. Like, that's a compliment on your appearance, but it's more so directed at something that you've done yourself that is admirable or skilled or talented. But just existing like this is not a talent, nor is it a failure. It just is. You can compliment someone on educating themselves or having, like, I don't want fucking, okay. What frustrates me more than anything is when I work really fucking hard to get something, a scholarship or whatever, and people say, oh my God, you're so lucky. No, I'm not fucking lucky. I worked my ass off. I wake up at 4:30 and I go to bed at like midnight, and all the hours in between, I work my fucking ass off. Like, I'm not lucky. I'm lucky that I'm intelligent. And this sounds like so fucking conceited. I'm lucky that I'm intelligent and I'm capable of doing that. But the hard work that I put in, like that, I feel like looking like whatever, being a beautiful person, like, that's not good job. That's congratulations, you're lucky, or being smart. That's not good job. That's congratulations, you're lucky. But the hard work that you put in to improve yourself, like, that's worthy of compliment, in my opinion. Personally. So I don't see anything substantial about complimenting people on their appearance. And I try really hard, back to appearances, I try really hard not to compliment people's appearances because I just don't know. I just don't know what someone's going through. And because I'm so self-aware of my existence, someone else might be going through the same thing. So I just try not to. I try to compliment people on other stuff. Now if, like, I have a trans friend and he was on T and he, like, his voice is deepening and he, I didn't say anything about it for a while, but I noticed. And then finally one day he said something, he asked me if I noticed, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, okay. Like, if you notice, you can point it out. And I was like, okay. So, like, that makes him feel good. So I point it out and I compliment. I'm like, wow, your voice is getting deeper. Like, that's great. That's awesome. Or, like, if my friend's trying to lose weight and she wants me to compliment her on her weight loss, I will definitely do that. But I just never know, because our bodies are so our relationship with our bodies and our appearances are so complicated. A lot of the time, not for everyone, but for many people they are, because they're often how society, bases our value, and, and it's, I don't know, we're fucked up human beings that have fucked up relationships with ourselves, and I don't want to, like, upset anyone. So I really try to, like, compliment people on their work ethic and compliment people on the time that they've taken to learn how to do their makeup or the time they've spent at the gym or whatever. But not necessarily just something like whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Lastly, I was going to say one more thing. Complimenting people. Oh, yeah. If you're someone who likes to be complimented on how your fucking bone structure or something, then that's fine. Like, I don't, some people want that validation or need that validation, and it makes them feel better and improves their self-worth. Though hopefully your self-worth is not entirely dependent on other people complimenting you. I'm not saying it's inherently wrong to want compliments, because we are self-centered human beings. We need to feel like people are paying attention to us and that we are being validated. So like, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But just in my personal opinion, if someone doesn't have any control over it, I'm probably not going to compliment them on it. All right. That's all. I will see you guys next week, and I'm interested to watch the other videos because I haven't watched any of them yet. Bye.